Welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be discussing the benefits of fasting with focus and increased productivity. So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around. All right, so again, fasting is super foundational as a tool or a technology that you can leverage to let your body sort of do autophagy, undergo autophagy. Because if you think about it, we're overly stimulated with the foods that we eat all day long. The moment we wake up, we're given sugary beverages, sugary sweets, whatever you eat, you get that little instant hit, that high from the sugars, but then you get that crash. So then we keep chasing that high left and right. We're always snacking, we're always eating, is because we are never really full. And that's because that's just how ultra processed foods react inside your body. These things are chemically engineered to really give you that hit that you really need. Just like how you would go to the crack dealer to get crack, or the cocaine, or whatever, right? Illicit drugs, you go to them to get that hit. You do the same thing. You don't actually even need to go to the legal side. You could go to legal, go to the supermarket, buy anything there, and you're gonna get the same exact high. How crazy is that? But the crash is terrible. Not only is the crash terrible, but this has side effects through time, right? So it's a compound effect on how you're gonna be acting, because your body will just be like, holy shit, like you are killing us slowly. You're poisoning us. You're really doing some harm that you should not be doing. So eventually your body gives up and then you eventually degrade away. That's a pretty doom and gloom scenario, which is why I'm here, to be honest with you guys. Alpha is here to really help you understand that not only are you capable of bringing out your genetic potential, but you're also neglecting the ability to do so. We've been brainwashed in a way through whatever mediums that you consume content from, that this is the way it is. But it's not always the case. If you actually explore yourself, understand what your body is, why are you here, and etc. All these like philosophical questions that you would normally ask when you reach like the highest of the pyramid of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you know, enlightenment and stuff like that, you realize, okay, what you have right now, this is a pure body that's been given to you by your parents, etc. And since they gave it to you, they gave you a pretty clean slate. They give you a clean slate, and over time, your parents have raised you to a certain point. So they've engineered that slate for a certain period of time, but then you took over. Once you became an adult, started doing adulting activities, you decided on how you're actually gonna allow your body to consume food and leverage that food. If you're watching this video and you are overweight, or someone shared this video with you and you are overweight, or you have some sort of metabolic disorder, I have news for you. You are on a really bad trajectory to die, to be honest. Every single thing that's happening right now within you is because of a consequence that took years in the making. Whether you are right now just found out you're pre-diabetic, or you found out you're obese, or you found out you have diabetes, just know that it took time to get here. It didn't just happen overnight, and the doctor just miraculously just didn't do a test and say, hey, yeah, you have this. No. It does a huge compound effect. It takes decades in the making. But that's okay, because if you're watching this, then you more than likely have the mental capacity to make the changes necessary to reverse these conditions. Don't get me wrong though, it is not gonna happen overnight. Just like how you did not get this disease overnight, it will not be gone overnight. But what you could do is accelerate the speed at which it reverses. And that is based on how intense of a focus you put on it. Wherever your awareness goes, energy flows. Always remember that. Wherever your awareness goes, energy flows. And in this case, our awareness is gonna go to the fact that, okay, what am I consuming within my mouth? What am I putting in every single time that I'm eating food, right? I put it in quotes because food is not food anymore. Food is ultra processed pharmaceuticals that we actually eat because they've been engineered to give us a certain requirement of nutrients. And I'm gonna keep using these quotes because, again, I just find humanity so fascinating in what they do when they wanna do it. We had a need to increase food production. What did? We did it. We can do anything we put our mind to. We did it. The unfortunate side effect of that is that we have created a pandemic of massive proportion. I didn't want to say global because, I mean, it is global proportion, because every single country is affected. The United States not only export technology and entertainment and etc., we also export diseases, because those foods are also being exported to other countries as well. There was a documentary I watched a while ago that was so amazing to describe this. There's two twin brothers living in like Siberia or Alaska or something, like somewhere like far in the boondocks, and they gave them an American diet, a Western diet, and they just gave them their traditional native diet. And the results were so fascinating that it really put into perspective of what the hell is going on. But in this video, we won't get too deep into it. If you're interested to learn more about that, write it in the comments so I can create another video letting you know. Maybe I can find that clip as well so we can watch it together and see how much of an impact it is when you consume these ultra processed foods. But in the case of this video, let's just go ahead and wrap this up in the sense that if you are fasting, and let's recap what fasting is. When you refrain from consumption, right? When you refrain, and consumption could be anything, but in the case of our GI system, our digestive system, we do not want to put any food in, and we want to follow some sort of regimen. We want to follow how long are you not going to eat and how long are you going to eat. And most likely, and just use mine because I try to keep it very, very simple. I believe in KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Always don't overcomplicate it, because when we do overcomplicate it, we get frustrated and then we eventually not do it. We want to keep it so damn simple that we can make this an automatic routine. 16 hours or 18 hours of not eating. So right before I go to bed, 2 hours before I go to bed, don't eat anything. Wake up, don't eat anything, maybe drink some water. And then at 12 o'clock or 2 p.m., I start munching like crazy. Fortunately, I go to the gym at 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30, around that time. And so after that, oh man, I am gonna go to Chipotle, get my big ass bowl and consume the hell out of it. And that's my meal, to be honest with you. It gives me every single macronutrient I want. There will be other videos that will be talking about, modern fast casual foods that are extremely healthy for you. Not extremely, obviously. Extremely is basically you picking it up from the floor, from farm to table. Farm to table would be the most ideal way to eat, but that is not reality. That is a pipe dream that many of us will not experience, because we live in modern society where we go to a supermarket and we have all these things in packages within packages within packages. That's another story. Now, once you do this and you acclimate to fasting, it's gonna increase your productivity like no tomorrow. Your focus is gonna be sharp. You're gonna be a hunter. Understand that, right? Think about what hunters did back in the day, right? They did not have food for long periods of time, so their mental let me see if I'm saying this right. Their mental acuity was so damn sharp that they know where that animal was, they know what they needed to hunt, and they went for it. It's like a piercing javelin or some sort. They went for it. And that's what happens to be honest with you. In my other video, I discuss how when you do break down fats as fuel, you have this increased energy levels and you have this increased ability to really focus your mind in whatever you want to focus on. And that's amazing, right? We don't have to take any stimulants. We don't have to drink any caffeine. We don't have to do anything extra, because our body already has this in place for you to do it, which is amazing. Think about that, right? Anyways, hopefully you found value in this video. You appreciate what we're doing. Hopefully you make use of it, because I am also making use of it. I'm not just talking the talk, I'm walking the walk. Every single day, I follow the Alpha protocol. I follow Core M3 to the T to make sure I get the results I want. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really enjoying my experience so far. Granted, there are days where like, why am I even doing this? But think about it. When you see results happening over and over and you get validated from other people as well, it's a really good feeling, because you know you're on the right track to achieve your goals. All right, guys, hopefully you found value. Give me a like, letting me know you liked it. Dislike if you disliked it. Let me know why in the comments below. Maybe there's some additional format that maybe I need to put in, or some images that you might want to see. Let me know, give me feedback. I'm still iterating, trying to figure this stuff out. And then of course, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell letting you know when I actually release the next video. With that being said, appreciate all of you. I will see you on the next one. Take care, bye.